Okay, reverse stock splits are killers. So what is a reverse stock split? That means if you have 100 shares and the company is in trouble of getting delisted, then it may say, well, we're going to give you 1 share for every 100 that you have. And so now instead of having 100 shares, you have 1 share. And the price will go up 100-fold for that. But then quickly, usually, those prices come straight down and you end up losing money. So we don't want to go through a reverse stock split. So how do we do that? How do we avoid that? Well, we're talking about biotech stocks specifically here. And so first of all, there's a few steps. One, I always look at whether the medication and the studies are in phase 2 or phase 3 already, so it's getting closer to the end. Next, I look, because I'm a doctor, I kind of look to make sure that this is a medication I would want to use. So that's the criteria, first of all, for even investing into the company. Once I know that this is a medication I would use if it ever comes out, then I move on and I see, okay, what is the price of the share? If the price of the share is very low, then you have to be concerned that at some point they might get delisted. And if they get delisted or have the potential to be delisted, the company will do a reverse stock split to get the share of the price arbitrarily up. And now suddenly it's listed again at a higher price, but that price will probably dip down and then you'll be losing a lot of money, plus a lot of the shares that you had. So look at that. And once you see the price of the share and you're comfortable with that, then move on to their financials. Now, if this company is already telling you they have enough money to go through the next 2 years or the next year, then at least you know they have some money to get you through that maybe next phase and maybe close to getting approved. Or you also have to look to see if they have other sources of income. If they already have one other drug approved or they have other sources of income, then it makes it a lot easier to say, yeah, this is maybe a company that I can put my money into, and I think that they won't go through a reverse stock split, and feel a little bit more comfortable with that. The other thing you have to look at is whether they already have partners. Take, for instance, PTN. They've gone through phase 3, now they're just waiting for approval. Their profits are now starting to go up, and as soon as it gets approved, they already have their partners lined up for distribution in different parts of the world. So now you know that this stock is probably going to do very good as soon as this gets approved, hopefully in March, and you have less worries about going through a stock split. That's a stock that's already close to the end, but we have to worry about those that are close to the beginning. Now, what I would do a lot of times, if it's phase 2 and you're worried about a possible stock split because the price is too low, then just wait up a little bit before you put your money into it. Wait up because these studies take time. Approval takes time. Moving on from one phase to the next phase takes time as well. Sometimes they're looking for partners, like BPMX is still looking for some partners, and it takes longer than expected. So you want to be looking out for these points when you're trying to determine whether to invest in a biotech stock. Always take into consideration whether it could possibly be a stock that undergoes a reverse stock split. So that's just a little information for you to consider and think about. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Take care. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.